Hi folks, welcome back to Michelle Reads a Lot of Fantasy, where I read a lot of fantasy and I read some sci-fi. Alright, so I think this is probably going to be the last book review that I do this week. I'm not exactly sure. Anything could happen, but I do kind of want to say that I have officially read 300 books, which is insanity in itself. It is like towards the end of August, and I have hit that mark. So now I'm officially done with my challenge, but knowing like with how it is with Kindle, I will probably exceed 300 books, which is fine with me. I'm kind of want to see like where I'm at, you know, where I'm at the end of the year. But I'm definitely not going to be updating the challenge. I'm just going to let it go, and all that type of stuff. So I have finished reading sorry. Summer Crossing by Julie Kagawa. I hope I'm pronouncing the name right. Before I start this review, I want to let people know that at the end of next month, I will be getting the Iron Queen, and next week I will be getting Winter Crossing, which is the first novella from this series. Alright, so we have Puck and Ash, who have been asked by, I can't pronounce her name, so just call her Lash, to go to the summer court and to retrieve Queen Titania's favorite toy. Now, I started this series like I think last year I started this series, and this series is published by Llewellyn Teams. This is a young adult series, and in this one they have no choice but to go into the realm of the summer court to retrieve Titania's toy. One of the things that we learn is that Puck is still in love with Megan, who is now the Iron Queen. So this takes place after the events of the Iron Queen. So Megan is the Iron Queen. She's one of the most powerful Faes, and because Oberon mentions it, so we know it's after the Iron Queen, which is also a book that I am currently reading on Libby. Though not right now. I have my phone off for today and the weekend. Anyways, so they have to go and they have to get this toy from Titania. And while they're journeying, Puck is figuring out how to fool her into giving this toy up of hers. We find out the toy is a girl, and she's from the human world. She's from the Ozarks. She plays violin very, very well, but she's under the effects of being in the Fae, and so Puck has to rescue her, and that's Titania's toy, as I said before. He succeeds. He succeeds because Puck is able to think 5 steps ahead of anybody in the summer court. That's why he is not just charged by Lash to get this toy, but also Oberon. And Titania doesn't know this. Titania does not know that Puck and Ash are also there because Oberon wants them there. Overall, I enjoyed this. It had 7 chapters in it. This world continues to delight me, to really show that not every fantasy book that's written by a woman is bad. I just feel like in Llewellyn, they have better editors. It's the truth. They do have better editors. And overall, this is just another amazing installment of this particular series. So I gave it 5 stars on Goodreads, and that got me up to 300 books. Alright, so now that I have finished one of the books, I have one more book to go, and then I will start on Daniel Abraham's book that I was convinced to get. Also, I am on chapter let's see here. I am on chapter 11 of The Fellowship of the Ring by J.R.R. Tolkien. I will be reading 11 through 15. I should have this book read by Sunday, which is going to be great. However, I will not be releasing a review of this book until probably Tuesday, and it is just that I kind of want to wait until Tuesday to release the review of this book. But I will say, isn't this a gorgeous cover? Isn't this a gorgeous cover? I will say, I love this cover and the lack of sprayed edges so much better than a lot of the fantasy books that are out there. Alright. So that is that is essentially my last video for the week. I don't know if I have, let me look. Yeah, it's going to be the last video of the week. So my next video that will be up is going to be up on Monday, and then I have a video that I did yesterday that I'm releasing on Monday, because I have like 25 books that I've chosen, and anytime that I pick a fantasy book, or like I roll the dice and the number corresponds to a fantasy book, I will do a short video showing that book off, so you guys can see out of the 25 which book did the dice choose for me to actually read. Alright, so I will see you guys in the next video, and until then, keep reading those fantasy books. Bye.